Hello everybody and welcome back to The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. And in today's episode, we're gonna continue with what we started in the last one. Basically, making our way to the quarry and opening that door so we can finish the Harpy quest and to do another quest that's in that region that I want to do before we start doing most of the main missions, especially this one where is Triss and Royal Blood. Okay, so the first thing we have to do, after we talked to Philippa, she told us to talk to the townsfolk, and according to the map, we have to talk to Cecil, somebody else around here, and his nephew, Scalen. Alright, let's see what Cecil has to say. First needs medicine. Did we go through all of these? I don't remember. I think we did. Let's ask this one first.
Cecil, do you know anyone who fought in the war 3 years ago?
I did.
Did you fight here at Vergen?
Course.
Philippa claims you know a bit about the battle.
That old cook insult. Called king by some. Thought that Adernians were bumpkins who'd ship bricks as soon as his troops crossed the river.
Why did he attack Edern?
According to Henselt, Upper Edern is the ancient legacy of the Kedwenny crown and must be returned to the mother country. Brazen farter.
That brazen farter had a point. If you read some history, you'll know that 300 years ago this land belonged to Kedwen.
Load of crab. 700 years ago, the elves reigned here. And 1,000,000 years ago, these lands were the domain of the worms. If things worked that way, every king could invade a neighboring land and claim his right to do so because an ancestor took a dump there.
All right. Hensel wanted to conquer Upper Edern. What then?
He rolled in, got hammered, and rolled out.
Cecil, that doesn't help me much.
It wasn't a battle. It was a slaughter. If I try speaking of it, I'll see it all again. I don't want.
The ghosts of the fallen fight in the mist. They turn into horrible creatures called Draugrs. Eternians, Kedwenny, men, elves, and dwarves too.
Bloody hell. No peace even after death.
I want to help them, but I need to know more about the battle.
Very well. Listen, a beautiful day that grew hot later. Very hot. When Vandegrift attacked in the afternoon, he sent a dun banner at the fore. Many of our lads shit themselves at the mere sight of their standard, but we had a surprise of our own. Under the cover of night, we prepared fire pits. Our archers lit them up at the right moment. I still can't believe we managed to fool their scouts. If it wasn't for that ambush, we wouldn't be speaking today. They likely wouldn't be in Upper Edern at all. We decimated the dun banner, but that was only the beginning. Seltkirk was our commander. Everywhere he appeared, the Kedwennies gave ground. He wreaked havoc among them. Hearts rose at the mere sight of his armor. Then, Vandegrift himself entered the fray. Seltkirk met him in the middle of the field. In the end, Vandegrift killed Seltkirk. A terrible death that sent the Adernian ranks into disarray. I thought it was the end of us. Then the sky fell, as if the stars themselves had decided to avenge the death of a great knight. Fire covered the battlefield. Nobody sought the enemy. They were all looking for somewhere to flee. Yes, there were no more friends and enemies, only the living and the dead. They say it was the doing of a Kedwenny sorceress who wanted revenge on Vandegrift. Could be true, as Henselt had her executed right after the battle.
You saw the Kedwennies cross the river?
From afar, I saw Vandegrift leading 4,000 heavily armed men. Many a heart sank when we saw the elite bearheads or the armoured banners from Ardcarrig. The dun banner was in the middle, veterans of Brenna. As soon as he set foot on Adernian land, Vandegrift climbed a hill and surveyed the area, as if it was his fief. Son of a bitch was as sure of himself as ever. Upon spying him, I remember the dwarves all dropped their trousers and showed him their asses. Then Seltkirk stepped out in front of us. His white armour shone in the sun. We were afraid a Kedweni arbalist would shoot him, but they too stood as if frozen, and Selkirk just looked at them and bowed ever so slightly.
Remember anything from before the battle?
As if it was yesterday. Henselt's troops crossed the Pontar the third day after the autumn equinox. Edirn had good spies, so we were ready for them, and Selkirk lined up our troops along the hills. Our hearts rose at the sight of the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersberg and Gullet fluttering in the wind. Knights and armoured infantry side by side in our ranks. Even the peasants had their regiments. The dwarves were on the left flank. Over 5,000 strong we were. Nobody caring about race or background, like never before. Only King Demavend was missing, but he must have had more important business than defending his country.
Okay, that's a lot of information.
Did you see the duel between Selkirk and Vandergrift?
I stood half a furlong from them. Never seen a fight like it. Probably never will again. They'd already met once, at a jousting tournament in Ardcarreg. Selkirk won there. He beat on the visitor so hard he broke his sword. Selkirk was a true knight, the last of his breed. Vandergrift was so pissed off after that tournament he hanged the smith who made his sword and ordered a special one from a sorcerer. I bet he cut down Selkirk with that new sword.
Vandergrift is dead. What happened to his sword?
Saskia's got it. Good thing too. Only her hand can tame the hatred enchanted in that sword. After the battle, when the flames abated, the scavengers came. They stole everything. Imagine, not a single keepsake or Selkirk in the whole of Edirn. His brother babbles something about a gauntlet, but he's a lying dog.
You captured the Dunbanner standard?
Henselt's choice troops, and not a one survived. The visitors sent them to their deaths. Refused to give them reinforcements. He was a monster in human form. The men of the Dun were real swaggerers. Killed a lot of our lads, but for every Dunner, there were 7 Adernians. They had no chance. Aye, we captured their standard. We buried what was left of them in the crypts beyond Vergen. Their standard lies with them. Worthy foes are to be respected, even in death.
I'm going to need that standard.
Okay, apparently that's all.
Thanks, Cecil, that was helpful. I think I know what I need to lift the curse now.
Madame Eilhard claims you need 4 symbols. The standard symbolizes death. Vandergrift's sword stands for hatred. What about the other 2?
I have a feeling Philippa has a handle on the rest.
Here's hoping you're right.
Saskia needs help, Cecil. Philippa can produce an antidote, but she needs a magic artifact to do that.
Would you like a fern and a dancing worm to go with it? Listen, I don't know about magic, but there is a place, as long as I can remember, it's been of interest to sorcerers. They say it's a very strong intersection. Look for magic there.
Where exactly is there?
Seek out the ruins in the forest beyond Bergen. There's a place of power there. You can't miss it. Why so glum? Saskia's a tough girl. She'll bounce back. Keep your head up.
Thanks, Cecil.
No, Witcher. I thank you. Save that lass, and you'll save my town.
Alright, do we have to talk to the others? Apparently not. Okay, but what do I do? This I know already what I have to do. I have to bring feathers, but the Harpy contract. Let me go talk to, what was his name? Scalen. I think he's in the tavern now. And see what he has to say. So I'll see you when I get there. Alright guys, so I went to the tavern and Scalen doesn't have anything to say. So I'm guessing maybe talk to him before you talk to Cecil. And the other person as well, I don't know. But apparently Cecil gave us all the information we need, so now we have to go to that tower over there. And to do that we have to climb this. I don't know, is it a ledge? Okay, no harpies. But we'll never know what's on the other side, so let's be prepared. Alright, so this is how we get there. Let's save, just in case.
Medallions vibrating. Must be under source of magic.
Jump. And a lot of harpies. And we have a dead body here. History of the Council of Mages. Let's see, do we have that? No, we don't. Oh, there you go. Alright, let's start looting. Did I miss any harpies? I have plenty of them killed, so doesn't really matter. Some mushrooms. What else we got? Oh, there's another harpy. And I think that's all of them. Okay, so now we have to climb this, right? That's what we need. That it? Okay, so as far as I know, to open the gate in the quarry, to get the last harpy nests, we have to follow hunting magic, but I don't know exactly what to do. So I guess let's go give it to Philippa, see what happens. So I'll see you when I get to her.
I'm on my way to
Okay, here we are.
I don't know.
Let's save.
You wanted to discuss something?
I found one of the ingredients for Saskia's cure.
Show me. Interesting. Getting warmer, but still not there. It's as if I'd sent you to get me the sun and you'd brought me a candle. We need something massive, an item of real power, Geralt. This is a dwarf's dream. Stolen and magically encased in this crystal. It would do if it was stronger.
You know what this means? In addition to normal harpies, there are Solano in the area.
Solano?
Dream snatchers. The only harpy species to develop something resembling intelligence. They magically bind dreams to mountain crystals. I heard they once inhabited this area. Solano live among regular harpies, but their lair should be full of stolen dreams. One of those would be powerful enough, I'm sure.
You'd have to enter the harpy lair through the quarry. Unfortunately, the gate to the caves is locked and Cecil Burden won't open it. I asked him on another occasion. Stubborn as a mule, that one. But we must not relent. Saskia clings to life by a thread. Let me show you the desire contained in this particular dream. Don't be hasty to judge.
Yes, I can feel it. Whose dream is it?
Cecil Burden's.
In that case, I need to see the alderman. Got a feeling he just might open the gate for me.
And back to Cecil we go. Hey Cecil, I need you to open a gate for me.
I need to get inside the harpy lair.
No chance.
I know all about the harpies. They steal dreams, collect them. I found one, but it proved too weak for our purposes. I need a stronger one. So I'm asking you nicely. Open the damn gate.
Listen, Witcher. I want Saskia to recover, I do. But don't ask me to turn this town into a circus just before we battle Henselt. My grandfather locked that gate for a good reason. Imagine if we could all go in there to look at those dreams. Dwarves, peasants, their scoia'tael, Adernian nobles even. All seeing the desires of others. Terrifying. It would be the end of Vergen. What's more, legend has it the oldest stolen dreams can become reality. And I don't want nightmares stalking Vergen's back alleyways come nightfall.
Open it. I'll make it quick.
Stop pissing me off. You're acting like a drunk suitor. No means no.
You know, don't know if I should mention this, but the dream I found belongs to you.
What are you talking about?
It's an embarrassing affliction, I imagine. Hell, even something of a political liability in your case. Some might even call you a freak. You're the alderman. An ages-old tradition is vested in you. On top of that, you now lead the preparations for Vergen's defense.
You wouldn't dare.
Imagine your ancestors carved in stone. Condemnation, not pride on their bearded faces. Who knows? Maybe you'd keep your office, but you'd be the talk of the town for ages. And your nephew? Poor kid.
I'll open the gate. I promised Scalen's mother I'd be sober as a judge to the end of my days, and I aim to keep my word. I don't give a damn about ages-old traditions and piss on loose talk. But you're right. I cannot compromise Vergen's morale. You must bury this thing. The secret dies with you, never to be spoken aloud. Understand?
I do. Thanks, Cecil, and good luck staying sober.
So what, the dream was of him drinking? Whatever. Okay, I'll see you when I get to that cabin and we can complete a sack full of stuff. Okay guys, here I am. And I forgot to mention this in the episode where I built the, what's this, the Oathbreaker armor. And actually, even when we build the Blasphemer armor, because this kind of pertains to the first chapter. Gather the ingredients you need for all 3 armors from chapter 1, because it was a pain to gather the ingredients I needed for this armor in this chapter. So I think in chapter 1 you can gather them a little bit easier, so I don't know, just an idea. Might make your playthrough a little easier. Okay, let's give this guy his feathers and see what he does with them.
More harpy feathers, just like you wanted.
Good work! Why, it's even a pleasure to pay you.
I gotta admit, that might have been the strangest job I've ever had.
Well, it's hardly done.
I'll hear you out, but I've got a bad feeling about this.
I need a few more feathers.
Who is it that needs them? You or this collector?
But he does, of course.
Pretty suspicious. Why didn't you tell me how many I was supposed to bring right off?
I needed to see the quality. Just a few feathers more. I'll pay extra. Decide.
Let me think about it.
And we need 8 more feathers. And I did kill all those harpies. And I have plenty of feathers. So let's see.
I've got some more feathers. Sleek and untattered. I hope that'll do it.
I look at them and select the finest. There's your payment, with a small bonus.
What am I supposed to do with the ones I have left?
Whatever you wish. I've no need for them. Farewell.
Okay, I'm not sure how this works, but I think if we leave the area and come back, something interesting is gonna happen. So I'm gonna save here. And also I kind of want to end the episode when we reach down there, because I don't want to go into the quarry just yet. Or should I go? Yeah, I'll think about it. Alright, let's visit down through here, because I think this counts. And you know what, for good measure, let's wait for what time is it? Yeah, that'll do it. It should be 24 hours. Let's see if anything happens. I don't see anything from up here, so maybe we have to wait a little longer. Nothing in the back.
Yes, you're beautiful, my queen, my lady. You're a wondrous sight. All in your nest envy you.
Okay, which one do we choose? I gotta go with this one, because I know he's not gonna give us any work. Or at least I think he's not gonna give us any work.
Hope I'm not interrupting. Pretty warm for this time of year.
It is colder usually, isn't it?
The mages must be up to something.
Oh, yes. They devise those experiments. Always changing the world. They'll botch it one day, and it'll be the end of us, I tell you.
I shudder to even think about it.
Take the feather. What feather?
I want you to have this feather. I have no use for it.
No, thank you. Neither do I.
Neither does this collector, you mean?
Yes, neither does he.
I wonder why he needed a specific number of feathers.
Perhaps to match the number of empty spaces in his feather album.
Don't see how that would matter.
It's immensely important.
Well, I guess I don't know much about collections.
Okay, anything else?
Where are you headed?
Down into the quarry. Alright, let's go down there. And we even get more feathers for him. Okay, did something appear up here? It must have been my imagination.
Take that.
Okay, so 4 harpies spawn here now, but not a good place to farm them because yeah, they spawn in different areas and you kind of have to run around. Okay, one more should spawn somewhere. If not, that's that. Oh, there he goes. Alright guys, here we are. And well, I'm gonna leave you here for now. In the next episode we're gonna open this door, going on the other side, kill the Harpy Queen, gather what we can from there, and see what else there is to do. And well, that's about it. And probably that's all we have to do in the next episode. And well, not much else to say, except thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy what I do. Maybe share the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, have a nice day.